Alison Gannett is a world champion extreme skier. She won some World Cup titles. She's made movies with Warren Miller. The girl can ski. But not just that, she's a lot more too. She's the founder of Save Our Snow Foundation, SOS. She's an award-winning global cooling consultant. Not a warming consultant, but cooling consultant. Makes sense. Cold world, more snow to ski. Ski Magazine named her the Ski Hero of 2010, while Outside Magazine named her a Green All-Star. Pretty impressive. Gannett, she loves to ski, but she's driven to save the planet, and she's got a plan to do it.
Alison, welcome to liveoutthere.com.
Thank you very much, Jamie.
Thanks for taking the time. I know you are busy, but I'd love to have the chance to sit down with you. And so much to talk about before we had the cameras rolling. We were already diving into it, but I want to talk to you about a lot of stuff. The first thing for me, and I think for a lot of our listeners, just to hear a little bit about your career as someone who skis down steep mountain faces and to some acclaim the world over. What took you from skiing the more traditional groomed slope and trying to do jumping off cliffs and everything else?
Well, it's interesting because I was kind of a really fat, unathletic kid growing up. I mean, people don't believe it, but I really was. I was the kid that was really teased in school as kind of a brainiac.
Right.
And then I guess I had never found my calling, so I really do believe everybody has something that they're meant to do deep down. I tried ski racing and all the traditional sports, and I'd always just, you know, I was kind of terrible at it. And then one day, you know, I was out skiing powder, and it just, I was like, this is it. You know, I love this, and I'm good at it. And a few years later, I was skiing down a slope in Crested Butte, Colorado, and a Warren Miller film crew asked me to be in a movie, and then I became the world champion a few years later, and you know, it was just like kind of a fairy tale, you know, going from that teased fat kid. So I always say to people out there, you know, if you're the teased fat kid, maybe you're going to be the star growing up.
Yeah, you've truncated that and probably taking less credit than you deserve. But what about just the fear factor when you're standing, peering down something where in many cases the stuff you've skied, you don't actually see more than the first 10, 15 feet. And then, I mean, obviously you've surveyed, you look, how do you gumption the courage to commit?
Well, it's a process, you know, or process as we say up here in Canada.
That's right, process.
But you know, to me, I look at it as like a puzzle where you've, you know, kind of put together the experience, like you've taken your mountaineering classes, you know, you've studied avalanches and avalanche rescue, and you've studied the slope. There's so much that people don't see that goes into the crazy stuff we do in the ski movies and the competitions. And to me, it's like baby steps, you know, you learn how to jump 1 foot and then 2 foot and then 3 foot, then 50 feet, and you know, you go from there. And I talk myself into the fact that you have to have complete trust in yourself when you drop off, because it's like a pregnant woman's belly. You really, like the way she can't see her feet, we can't see maybe half a turn ahead of schedule. You're going that fast.
Right, right. So a lot of preparation and planning and training, and often when we see you, we just see you at that pinnacle of that moment dropping in, but we don't see all the work behind the scenes. And yet you still have those moments when you're scared.
Absolutely. And you have to decide between two types of fear. I don't know if you had this process. Is like, is this the kind of fear where I'm gonna die and I should back off? Or is this the kind of fear that's healthy, like you know, just a respect to Mother Earth and the environment that you have around you, and I'm gonna push through this and I'm gonna be a more confident person? It's like kind of expanding your comfort layers.
Keep up the good work, Alison.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure to meet you.
Climb high, climb hard.
I'll try.